Let's do it.
One more time when you hold me close. Fade like we're no part of me while late nights feed your darkest dreams.
Just a lot of work that needs to get done today. Tomorrow we have somebody coming in from New York and somebody coming in from Texas, two longtime supporters of Essential Tennis. And so I just have a lot of kind of work that needs to get done before they get into town, and I start spending time with them, and we spend some time with them on the court on Thursday, and then Friday we're going to be on the court all day with our free academy clinic that we've been talking about a little bit. So starting off by completing the book work that I talked to you about yesterday. We started off with over 100 chapter concepts. Now it's down to about, I think, 67. And we're going through combining some. I'm just replying to a lot of notes from the writer. He's really the one that's compiling everything and making it make sense and kind of flow together well. At some point today, James and I are going out to shoot some direct-to-camera stuff for our VIP coaching video that he's been working on. It's going to combine a whole bunch of testimonial clips and on-court clips from students, along with the produced shots that we did at the airport and local hotel.
Most of it's going to be testimonial footage from our students, but there's a few segments. There's an intro segment and a longer, basically like a sales pitch that's going to be Ian direct to camera. Generally we would shoot those here in the office, usually at the couch, but just to really bring the interestingness up a level and show off the city a bit more, we're going to be shooting those downtown.
Basically going to be a big A to Z kind of telling the story of what it's like to come to Milwaukee and work with us, and we just have one more kind of shoot to do to complete that, and it's me kind of doing narration of everything, and we're going to do that out in Milwaukee someplace. So hopefully the sun comes out at least a little bit. Be nice for those shots.
Probably following Ian around with the glide cam. So that should be fun. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't run into anything or get hit by a bus.
Besides that, I don't know, I got other stuff to do, but those are the most important things, I think, right now. Oh, I didn't post a vlog yesterday. It's the first day I've missed. Just too much that had to get done yesterday. So I'll probably post two today. One as soon as I'm done with these final book notes, and the other one hopefully this afternoon. Just catch up on that. So yeah.
We all kind of secretly love the office days where we can just like put in our headphones and just grind for 12 hours straight. Not really, just like 9 to 5, but every once in a while we need those days. We started a Fanfare Friday. No, just kidding. What's it called? Featured Fan Friday on Instagram and on Facebook. And we've gotten a lot of cool people sending in videos and stuff, which is awesome. Last Friday we did Brian Fagan was the very first one, and he has a lethal kick serve, so we put that up and it was pretty fun. And we have Pro Tip Tuesday that goes up on Instagram every Tuesday now, which is just like a 30-second like quick tip. Today will be the second one of that going up. So just all those fun little things. Busy day. Other than that, I'm pretty boring. Not really. I'm freaking fantastic. Or I used to tell all my kids that I used to teach, I am hilarious on a regular basis. And when we moved here, they actually made me, because I used to say, on my tombstone, it will say, I am hilarious. And so they made me a fake tombstone that said, Megan is hilarious when I left. It was great. I was really excited. I was pumped about it.
Rain, rain, go away. Make sure you don't come back that day.
We're talking about the schedule for Hawaii. And it's a tough schedule because we have to fit in 2 massages a week for our students and make sure that they get enough tennis. So that's the whole debate. Does that summarize it, Megan?
Yes. We're just trying to figure out, I have a call at 3 o'clock with the hotel, the lady that's doing everything today. So I'm just gonna schedule it all.
All right, just finished up a coaching call with I've got 2 students on this first 6-month period. So we discussed, most of what we just talked about had to do with prioritization and periodization. Periodization meaning how many things to focus on at once. We've decided that with this student, we're just going to focus on a single stroke at a time, go really narrow on that stroke, not let anything else kind of distract from the process of trying to make changes to her serve. And once we feel like we're in a really solid spot, then we'll go to the next stroke, and then to the next stroke, etc., while maintaining the first ones that we worked on. So that's the process we'll go through with her. She feels most comfortable really being narrow and focused, which I think is great. So next she'll get me some video analysis, and I'll go through, see what needs to be worked on, write her a step-by-step plan to follow at home, and then we'll get the ball rolling there. My mom just came in. She's talking to James in there.
I'm their mom.
Maybe you'll have to get a little clip of Mama Westermann. Probably get some interesting thoughts out of her about everything.
Well, I think they're doing excellent work and making a contribution to the tennis industry because they're supporting so many players who aspire to be better. I think that's the whole thing right there.
My brother's an entrepreneur as well. He has a clothing and apparel and art business in Denver. So it's kind of interesting that out of our 4 children, 3 of us are working in kind of small business startup type stuff.
I think Ian and Peter have natural business heads, you know, especially those 2. I wanted to go into small business, but somehow I was missing an ingredient, you know. So, and so I just feel I don't have the street smarts. That's basically it. I have a lot of good ideas for small business that I think would succeed, but to implement is another matter. That's very challenging.
You know, as you know, it's really making stuff like this work is hard. There's all the stats about how many businesses fail in the first year or 2 or whatever it is, which always sounds super ridiculous. So I think it's kind of interesting that we're figuring it out. So that's what we got for today. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go out to lunch with my mom, and then after that, James and I are gonna go downtown and wrap up the shooting for our VIP promotional video. Besides that, we got planning to do for students that are coming into town tomorrow, and that we're working with on Thursday and Friday. I just found out that my student that I was just talking to is coming on Friday, and she was like, "Oh, do you have time to work with me this weekend?" I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, I don't even remember where she's from, but she's from someplace else in the country. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there on Friday." I was like, "Oh, sweet." So I need to go through that registration list, get familiar with who's coming, and we need to do a little more planning about that event on Friday. That's gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna get a ton of stuff on Friday, Mike. And so yeah, that's about it. Thanks for hanging out today. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you tomorrow.